Install the supply line hose to the shutoff valve. Foam weather stripping comes standard with our longer WaterMaster series of fountains. For these units, apply the foam weather stripping to the bottom of the unit, around the outside edge of the fountain. This step is not necessary for other models. A small percentage of WaterMaster installations constant flow their fountains. If you are using the constant flow option, you may choose to connect your overflow drain pipe at this time. Reposition the fountain over the anchor bolt location. Install and tighten down the anchor bolts using the large washers provided to hold the unit down. Do not over-tighten, as this could damage the plastic feet. After the fountain is in place, cut the water supply hose to proper length and connect it to the valve with the hose clamp. Place the valve assembly in the slot provided in the wall of the valve chamber and tighten the nut. Ensure the water line is not contacting the riser tube when this connection is made. Our smaller WaterMatics use the smaller half-inch valves that are already mounted to the fountain. Just trim the hose and connect the supply hose to the valve. For WaterMaster fountains using constant flow operation or for training new animals, the small black tube should connect to the small petcock valve and be inserted into the small hole in the wall of the valve chamber. If you are not going to use the trainer feature of the WaterMaster, insert the red plug into the trainer hole. The optional immersion heater should be placed in the valve chamber under the float and connected to the electric supply. The self-regulating heat cable should be wrapped over the valve and down the supply line and connected to the electrical service. Nylon ties are provided to hold the heat cable in place. Tighten the plug hardware enough that it will not come apart. Install drain plugs from the inside of the unit. Make sure it's a tight fit. You can adjust the fit with additional tightening of the hardware. To seal the valve chamber from wind, fill the water seal groove with liquid. In arid regions, you may choose to use vegetable oil instead of water because of evaporation. If your model fountain has a drain hole in the water seal trough, be sure to insert the small plug. Place the valve chamber cover into the groove. If your fountain has round access covers, you will need to apply the self-adhesive seal strip around the cover. This adhesive requires 24 hours to cure, so install the cover on the base to hold it in place, but do not tighten it down for the first day. Otherwise, install the rectangular access cover. You should now caulk around the base of the fountain using a weatherproof sealer. Open trough style poly fountains are the easiest fountains to clean. Just remove the drain plug from the drain and insert it into the valve chamber opening. You may want to use a scrub brush or a veterinary approved disinfectant to clean the trough. When you are done cleaning, reposition the drain plug and make sure it is a snug fit before leaving the area. At the end of the heating season, remove the immersion heater from the fountain. Scrub any buildup off of the surface of the heater and store it in a dry place over the summer. It is also a good idea to shut off power to the fountain during the summer. Before the cold weather season begins, check the electrical supply to the fountain. Then test the immersion heater to make sure it is still operational. This may require dumping ice into the trough so the water is cold enough to activate the thermostat. Also, double check the seal around the base of the unit and make sure the water seal groove is full of liquid. Look down into the riser tube to ensure that it has not collected water, dirt, or debris of any kind during the summer. Make sure the water line is not touching the side of the riser tube. Clean it out if necessary. Any foreign material in the tube may provide a path for frost to migrate to the supply line.